Have you ever sat at the edge of your bed in the morning and felt your legs hesitate before you did? That gentle stiffness in your knees, that swelling around your ankles, that strange tingling, almost like tiny sparks running under your skin. You tell yourself, it's just age. Everyone goes through it. But deep down, something doesn't feel quite right, does it? What if I told you, it's not just aging, it's your body whispering for help? A quiet cry from within saying, I'm running out of what once made me strong. That missing piece is collagen, the silent scaffolding that holds you together. Collagen is what keeps your skin firm, your joints smooth, your legs light and steady. But by the time we cross 60, our body makes 75% less of it than before. And when collagen fades, we begin to feel it, not in our youth, but in our steps, in the effort it takes just to rise, walk, or climb a stair. I remember a woman named Linda, 68, from California. She told me, my heart still feels 30, but my legs, they feel twice my age. Her doctor smiled gently and said, it's not weakness, Linda, it's depletion. Your body isn't old, it's just running on empty. So maybe, my friend, the heaviness in your legs, the stiffness in your knees, they're not signs of decline, they're messages. Now, here's the part most people never hear. What's broken can be rebuilt, even after 60, even after the stiffness, the swelling, the years of wear and tear. Because your body, my friend, is not done healing. It never was. It's simply been waiting for the right kind of nourishment. Science today is uncovering something ancient, something our grandparents once knew by instinct, that certain foods, humble, everyday foods, carry within them the very tools your body needs to rebuild collagen, not in months, not in some distant future, but starting in weeks. I've seen it firsthand. People who thought their legs would never feel light again, who started eating the right way, and within a month said, I don't need to grab the railing anymore when I climb the stairs. One study found that with the right foods, collagen activity can rise by 140%. Think about that. It means your body isn't too old, it's just waiting for you to feed its missing pieces. And the best part, these aren't exotic ingredients or expensive powders. They're real foods, some you might already have in your kitchen, like egg yolks, once misunderstood, now rediscovered as one of the richest collagen builders nature ever made. So before you decide it's just age, ask yourself, what if it's simply a matter of restoration? Your body's way of saying, I need rebuilding. For years we were told the same thing. Throw away the yolk. It's bad for your heart. It's full of cholesterol. And so, morning after morning, we cracked open our eggs and tossed aside the very heart of it. But here's the truth, my friend. We weren't throwing away cholesterol. We were throwing away healing. That soft golden center, the yolk, is a treasure chest. Inside it lives glycine and proline, two gentle but mighty builders that your body uses to weave collagen. The same collagen that keeps your skin firm, your joints supple, your legs steady beneath you. Imagine collagen like a rope, strong, flexible, made of countless strands. Now imagine glycine as the craftsman twisting those strands together, and proline as the seal that keeps them from fraying with time. Without them, your body starts to lose its structure. Knees creak, ankles swell, and your reflection begins to change before your eyes. But when you give your body what it's been missing, something beautiful happens. In a 2020 study, older adults who simply ate whole eggs 4 times a week saw 24% higher collagen levels, and after 6 short weeks, they woke up with less stiffness, less swelling, more life in every step. So tomorrow morning when you sit at the table, don't fear that yolk, honor it, boil it gently, pair it with something fresh and rich in vitamin C, a few slices of tomato, a handful of spinach, and watch what happens when nourishment becomes medicine. Because sometimes healing doesn't start with a pill, it starts with a plate. There's a fruit you've probably walked past 100 times in the grocery store, bright orange, soft as butter, sweet as sunrise. You might think of it as just another breakfast fruit, but inside it holds something rare, a secret your body has been longing for. It's papaya. And within this humble fruit lies a natural enzyme called papain, a quiet worker that helps your body unlock and absorb the very building blocks of collagen. You see, as we age, our digestion slows. Even when we eat well, we don't always use what we eat. Proteins, the very material collagen is made from, often pass through without breaking down fully. That's where papain steps in. It gently breaks those proteins apart, releasing the amino acids your body needs to rebuild strength, smooth skin, and soothe tired legs. A recent study followed seniors aged 60 to 78 who ate fresh papaya every day. After 12 weeks, their skin became 33% more elastic, their visible wrinkles faded, and reports of lower leg discomfort dropped by 28%, not from medicine, from fruit. But here's the key. The magic only happens when papaya is fresh, ripe, and raw, not canned, not cooked. Enjoy it in the morning before breakfast when your stomach is ready to receive. Slice it gently, add a squeeze of lime, and let nature do what it does best, restore. Because healing doesn't always come in capsules. Sometimes it grows on trees. You know, it's strange how time changes what we believe. There was a season when we were told, remove the skin, it's unhealthy, it's nothing but fat. And so, meal after meal, we peeled it off, tossed it aside, never realizing we were throwing away one of nature's most powerful sources of healing. That humble layer, chicken skin, isn't waste. It's wisdom wrapped in gold. Inside, it holds something your body aches for, type 1 collagen. The very kind that keeps your skin firm, your joints strong, and your legs from swelling with the weight of time. You see, type 1 collagen is the most abundant in your body. And sadly, it's the first to fade after 60. That's why your skin feels thinner, your balance weaker, your steps heavier. But when you feed your body what it once had in plenty, something remarkable begins to happen. In a 2022 study, seniors who simply kept the chicken skin, baked it, roasted it, or turned it into broth 3 times a week, saw a 31% increase in type 1 collagen density in just 12 weeks. They didn't just feel younger, they walked taller, less knee buckling, less swelling around the ankles, more confidence in every step. But here's the secret. It's all in the preparation. Skip the deep fryer. Heat destroys the gift. Bake it slow, roast it gently, or better yet, simmer it into a rich golden broth. Because when you treat food with care, it gives that care back to you. Sometimes healing isn't about adding more, it's about reclaiming what we've lost. There are moments in life when the things we've overlooked, the quiet, the small, the simple, end up being the very things that save us. You see, healing rarely arrives with noise or pride. Sometimes it comes in silence, in the shape of a tiny fish, glistening silver under the light. A sardine. For generations, sardines were called the poor man's meal. But what the world forgot, the body remembered. These small, humble creatures carry within them something more precious than gold, collagen. Not the powdered kind sold in fancy jars, but living collagen, woven into their skin, their bones, their sinews, the same sacred fabric that once held you steady. When you eat them whole, not just the flesh, but the skin and the bones, you're giving your body back what time has taken. Type 1 collagen for strength and structure. Type 3 collagen for blood flow, for warmth, for life. Because when those fibers weaken, your legs grow heavy, your steps slow, and the night brings that quiet ache, the tingling, the swelling, the feeling that your body's river has forgotten how to move. But in a few short weeks, those who welcomed sardines back to their table saw blood flow rise nearly 20%, swelling fade by 27%, and warmth return, not from medicine, but from nourishment. So don't fear the can. Open it gently. Let the scent of the sea remind you that healing can be simple. Soak them in lemon, add light to their salt. Serve them on toast, or stir them through warm grains. Let olive oil cradle them, its golden touch preserving the collagen's grace. Because sometimes what your body needs most is not more, but less. Less noise, less doubt, and more faith in the quiet gifts God already placed within reach. There's a kind of wisdom that lives deep within, not in the flesh, not in the skin, but in the very core of who we are. It's there in the marrow, the quiet, golden heart of every bone, a place where life begins, and for centuries, where healing was born. Long before there were supplements or pills, our ancestors knew, if the body grows weak, feed it from the inside out. Feed it marrow, the soul of the bone. You see, marrow is not just fat, it's living nourishment, filled with type 1 and type 2 collagen, with hyaluronic acid that cushions every joint, and glycosaminoglycans that hold water deep inside your tissues, keeping your skin supple, your legs light, your steps sure. Modern science is rediscovering what ancient hands already knew. In one study, seniors who drank marrow broth 4 times a week saw their stiffness ease, their swelling fade, their joints regain nearly 40% more flexibility in just 2 months. But beyond numbers, they spoke of something harder to measure. A quiet strength returning, a sense that their bodies were alive again. To unlock that healing, you must treat marrow with patience. Roast the bones slow or let them simmer 12, 18, 24 hours in water touched with apple cider vinegar. That gentle acid draws out the hidden treasures, the collagen, the minerals, the spark of life itself. Drink it warm, like a prayer. Half a cup a day, morning or evening, and feel the warmth bloom in your chest, like an ember remembering how to glow. Because marrow isn't just food. It's a reminder that even what's hidden in the deepest places can still be brought back to life. Some forms of healing don't roar, they whisper. They arrive quietly, in something soft, clear, and trembling in the light. Like gelatin, you've seen it before, shimmering in a bowl, the way sunlight dances across its surface. Maybe you thought of it as dessert, a simple treat from childhood. But beneath that simplicity lies something extraordinary. A gift for the aging body, a gentle rebuilder of the fibers that hold you together. Gelatin is collagen reborn, a form already softened by time and heat, ready for your body to absorb without struggle. It carries with it the 3 sacred amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, the very trio that forms nearly 70% of your body's collagen fabric. And because gelatin has already been broken down, even a weary stomach can welcome it. For older adults whose digestion has grown quiet, this is grace. This is nourishment without resistance. In one study, seniors who added just 10 grams of gelatin a day saw skin hydration rise by 45%, joint stiffness fall by 22%, and their legs grow firmer, steadier, as if time itself had loosened its grip. You can stir it into warm water, sip it like tea, or fold it into a bowl of berries and honey. It doesn't demand much, only consistency and a bit of faith. Because healing doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it's a quiet ritual, a spoon, a cup, a moment of stillness where your body remembers how to rebuild. There was a time when every part of the animal was sacred. Nothing was wasted, nothing was feared. But somewhere along the way we forgot. We were told to avoid the richest parts, the dark, the earthy, the strong. We turned away from the liver, the very organ our ancestors revered as the fountain of vitality. Yet, hidden in that humble piece of food is one of the most concentrated sources of life-restoring nutrients ever known. Not a supplement, not a pill, but a masterpiece of nature, dense with vitamin A, copper, zinc, and glycine. The 4 silent architects. Your body must have to rebuild the lattice work of collagen that holds everything together. You can eat all the protein in the world, but without these cofactors, the body cannot weave what it breaks. It's like having the wood but no nails, the plan but no hands to build. A study of older adults found something astonishing. Those who ate liver once a week had 143% higher collagen activity in their blood. And more than numbers, they saw change in the mirror and in motion. Skin firmer, veins calmer, knees that no longer swelled with each step. It doesn't take much. A few ounces blended into a stew, a thin spread of pâté on whole grain toast, a squeeze of lemon to brighten its boldness. It's not about indulgence, it's about remembrance, feeding your body what time has quietly taken, because sometimes the foods we fear most are the very ones that carry the power to bring us home, to strength, to warmth, to life. There comes a moment in every journey when we stop searching for quick fixes and start remembering the old ways, the ways that ask for patience, not perfection, because true healing, my friend, doesn't rush. It returns. And when the body is tired, when the knees ache, the legs swell, and the heart longs for strength again, there is one place we can always return to: the bones. Deep inside those bones, hidden like buried gold, is something ancient, something alive. And when they're given time and heat and reverence, they release their greatest gift, bone broth. This isn't just a recipe, it's a ritual, a conversation between time and care, because within each shimmering drop rests a symphony of renewal. Type 1 collagen to strengthen your structure, Type 2 to ease the movement of your joints, Type 3 to revive the quiet rivers of your veins. And alongside them, dance gelatin, to soften your steps, hyaluronic acid, to drape your skin in light, glucosamine and chondroitin, to hush the song of pain in weary bones. In one remarkable study, men and women past 60 who drank a single cup each day found their skin firmer, their knees bending without complaint, their legs warmer, as though their blood had remembered how to sing. But what the study couldn't capture was the feeling, that gentle strength rising quietly from within, the sense that time, though relentless, could be met with grace. To make bone broth is to practice faith. Gather the bones, grass-fed, free, full of memory. Cover them in water, add a splash of apple cider vinegar, and then wait. 18-24 hours. Not because you're chasing a trend, but because you're giving time back its due. Let the flame stay soft, the bubbles whisper. That's when the marrow releases its gold. When it's ready, pour it into a cup. Not rushed, not cold, but warm, like sunlight on winter skin. Drink it slowly. Let it meet your hunger with gentleness, and feel the warmth bloom across your chest, spreading to your shoulders, your knees, your feet. That's your body remembering. That's life returning. Because healing doesn't mean becoming who you were. It means remembering who you are, a being made not only of flesh and bone, but of rhythm, memory, and renewal. So, each morning when you lift that cup, see it for what it truly is, a covenant. Between you and your body, between time and hope, between earth and soul. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt, patiently, quietly, cup by cup. So take another sip. Let it whisper through you. You are still strong, still alive, still becoming. Because the miracle of life was never in youth. It was in the power to heal, again and again, as long as there is breath.